You don't get rich because of the economy. You get rich because of your philosophy. When I understood this, everything changed. Most people spend their whole lives waiting for luck, waiting for opportunity, waiting for someone to hand them success. But the day you stop waiting and start growing, that's the day your life takes off. Today, I'm going to tell you the one shift that made me rich, and how it can change your life too. The moment everything changed. Jim Rohn once said, "For things to change, you have to change." Simple words, but they hit me like a brick. I realized I had been working hard, but not working on myself. I was trying to make more money without becoming a better person, trying to change my results without changing my habits, my mindset, my discipline. And for the first time I understood, my income was a reflection of who I was, not my job, not the economy, not my upbringing, me. The philosophy of wealth. Jim Rohn said, "Success is something you attract by the person you become." This means wealth isn't outside of you. It grows inside you first. Think about it. If you want a better job, you must become better. If you want more income, you must offer more value. If you want success, you must develop the skills, mindset, and habits that create it. I'd been chasing money, but finally, I understood that I needed to chase big growth. And money started chasing me, the 4 areas that made me wealthy. Jim taught 4 simple transformations. I applied these and everything changed. A, skill development. I used to say, "I'm not good at selling. I'm not good with money. I'm not confident." Then I realized these weren't permanent conditions. They were skills. And skills can be learned. So I picked up books, took courses, practiced daily, failed often, improved constantly. Years later, people said, "You're gifted. You're lucky. You're naturally talented." No, I trained while others slept. I practiced while others doubted. And my income rose because I rose. B, mindset. I used to think money was evil. I thought success was for other people. I believed rich people were greedy and wealth was out of reach. But Jim taught, you shouldn't wish for less problems. You should wish for more skills. The moment I stopped blaming and started believing, everything opened. Your mindset is the thermostat for your income. If your mind is set to 20 degrees, your life will cool down. No matter how many opportunities you get, raise the internal temperature, and the external world adjusts. See habits. Jim said, "Don't start the day until you finish it on paper." So I learned to plan, to set goals, to review my behavior, to hold myself accountable. I traded scrolling for reading, complaining for learning, procrastinating for doing. Small habits, associations, daily habits. Jim Rohn's famous quote, massive results. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. My old circle, broke, negative, complaining, unambitious. My new circle, thinkers, doers, builders, dreamers. One group talked about people. The other talked about ideas. And with them, I grew faster than I ever had alone. The shift from working hard to working smart. Hard work is important. But hard work alone won't make you rich. If effort alone produced wealth, every construction worker, nurse, or farmer would be a millionaire. The truth? It's not the hours you put in, it's the value you bring to those hours. Working hard earns a living. Working on yourself earns a fortune. I stopped asking, how much am I getting paid? And started asking, how can I increase my value? And opportunities appeared where there were none before. Because people pay for solutions, leadership, creativity, consistency, discipline, expertise. The more I grew, the more I earned. Real-life examples. The employee who became a leader. A man learned leadership skills on his own, read books, practiced communication, became resourceful. 6 months later, promoted. 1 year later, team leader. 2 years later, manager. Not because the company changed, but because he changed. The broke student who became a marketer. A young person watched free online tutorials every night, learned copywriting, advertising, sales psychology, started freelancing. By year 2, earning more than graduates with fancy degrees. Why? Because value creates income, not age, not background, not luck. The small business owner, a shop owner, studied customer psychology, improved service, added new products, trained his team, revenue doubled, then tripled, same shop, same location, different person running it. The turning point, the day I understood all this, the day Jim Rohn's words truly sank in. I stopped waiting for my life to change. I stopped blaming. I stopped wishing. I took responsibility for my future. Every dollar I earned was simply the result of the person I was becoming. And that's when I got rich. Not overnight, but inevitably. Final message. Listen, you don't need to be lucky. You don't need to be born into wealth. You don't need permission. You only need one thing, in the decision to grow. Jim Rohn said, learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Because when you get better, your life can't help but get better too. So if you're ready, if you want to rise, if you want to transform, subscribe for more daily motivation. Share this video with someone who needs it.